guys, welcome back to LJJL. So today I'm going to be doing a really fun video that involves paper and a pencil. Today I am going to be doing a draw my life. So it's not only going to be a draw my life, it's going to be draw and tell my life. So I know I look like a piece of crap because I just went to a football game and I have hat hair. Ow, 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 knots everywhere. Ow, 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 ow. Right there. See, so yeah, it was really fun and yeah, I hung out with Chloe. So, but let's get started. So we are going to start in 2016. So I was 7 at the time, and I was in first grade. So I had 2 best friends. So there was me, I have an oval head, and then my 2 other friends. Jada, of course. And there was this other girl, and her name was Sierra. So we used to call Jada Jade, and we used to call Sierra Cece. So, Cece was like my best friend. On the bus, on the bus, I used to sit by Jada though because Sierra didn't ride my bus or ride her bus, which I was kind of okay with because every day I used to hang out with her, which kind of wanted some time to hang out with Jada. So. And it was really fun. So, yeah. I had the best bus driver. We had the best bus driver. She was so nice. If I remember correctly, it was 15-11 or 15-11. It was so much fun. We could do whatever we wanted. We could eat, drink, anything. It was not like beer stuff, but like water. Or like Kool-Aid. We could like move seats if we wanted. It was just so much fun. It was just too bad that Sierra didn't ride our bus. I don't really remember. So, yeah. And then, like, at recess, we would, like, always sit together. Like, we'd always just sit on a bench and talk. It was like so much fun. We would do everything together, like literally. If I could have a friend over, I would definitely call Sierra, and it was so much fun. So, we had a lot of fun until we met. Well, Sierra, she met these 2 boys. Well, I was gone for a day because I got sick. And I still kind of felt sick. But there was this boy, and he always had a mohawk in, and his name was Aiden. Okay? And then he would always carry around like this little guy, and I always thought of him as his little minion. But his name was Reed. Now, I still know these 2 boys, and so yeah. So, like, we always used to have, like, this really big, like, hill that everyone would always play on, and, like, boys would always, like, play soccer and stuff. So, hang on. So that was really fun, and, like, Sarah would always, like, play, so we would always watch them and stuff. But Then she got kind of sad because, like, no one would ever, like, pass her the ball and stuff, and, like, everyone would tease her, so she decided soccer was not her thing. So that was pretty much our everyday schedule. So let's just head on to 2017, last year. So in 2017, I was 8. So I had my 8th birthday. And it was so much fun. We went to Sky Zone. It was so much fun. Never mind. So we went to Pizza Hut. Because that's where everyone loved to go. So we would have like 3 huge tables, like full of just like, one was full of presents and stuff. And like a ton of presents, like there had to be seating like full of presents, and it was so much fun. And I share a birthday with my dad, which sucks. I don't want to be mean, but it does kind of suck. So yeah, and like, so there was a whole table of presents, and then like there was a huge thing, like just a table of cake and like pizza and stuff, and it was just so much fun. And so, like, school wise, I was now in the 2nd grade. I feel like this is really hard for me, but it's really not. So in the 2nd grade, probably in the half of the school year, so back in 1st grade, I was in Prudence class. Sierra was in Letty, and Jado was in Han. Guys, I have to get a new pencil. That one's kind of, So, yeah. So, in the 2nd grade, me and Jado, we would always have lunch together. We'd always sit by each other, and it used to be a lot of fun. One day I saw Jada, and she was sitting with someone that I didn't know, and that kind of triggered me. I kind of felt kind of bad because, like, the first day, like, the room was, like, split in half, like, for pre-K. And then it was, like, 2nd graders. So, like, here, let me erase this. This is a really bad eraser. So, like, okay, here we go. So, she always used to sit at the first table, like, right here, and we always used to have stools. So there was, like, at least, like, 6 stools to a table, like, to each side. So, yeah, and then, like, 6 on the other, and, like, everyone was sitting, and there was no room for me. Jada was in the middle of everyone, like, laughing, talking, and it kind of made me feel, like, a little bit weird. So I looked for Sierra, and I couldn't find her, so I thought she was just sitting with Jada, because she was the first one out. So I looked all around, I looked at Jada's table, and I couldn't find Sierra. So it was about getting ready, so the pre-Kers went to recess, and I decided, well, I only have a little bit more time of lunch, and I had a huge lunch, so I decided to just sit by a bunch of boys, probably because it was the only spot open. So I sat by a bunch of boys, and it was all annoying. Like, it was the first day of school. Like, everyone was talking, But the only good thing that I found out was I sat by Aiden and Reed, which it kind of like made me feel weird because Aiden and Reed and Jada and all them, they were like separate. And Aiden wouldn't talk to me, which I was like right across from him, and Reed was all the way on the other side of the table, and we just wouldn't talk. So I thought that was kind of weird. So as the day went on, I like at recess, I seen Jada like playing like I don't know. I seen Jada playing with someone else, and I tried hanging out, but I just felt like I didn't really fit in with the group that they had. And I actually found out that Aiden was with their group, and so there was me and then Jade, and then I found out that there was this girl named Emmy. Emmy was like a little bit rougher, and she would always have her hair up in a ponytail, and she got along with everyone just fine. So when I decided that I didn't really fit in with the group, I decided to just go sit on a bench. First, I sat on some swings because I thought that would be where Sierra was, but apparently it wasn't. So I just sat there for a while thinking about like why Jada wasn't hanging out with me. So then it became the end of the day, and I went on the bus, and I seen Jada, and I sat with her. So I asked her like, hey, what was going on at recess? I couldn't sit by you at lunch, and I just really missed you. She said, yeah, I was sitting with one of my newer friends. I'm like, okay, that's perfectly fine with me. But the thing that really like made me kind of sad was like, I don't know, she didn't like save a seat for me, which she usually does, which kind of made me, you know. So we sat on the bus together until she got off. Then I just sat there quiet and yeah. So then when I got home, I don't know, I didn't really do anything. I just sat and just thought some more. But then the next day on the bus, it's like the week, Saturday, I had went over to my friends. My mom and dad left. They went to Red Lobster to get some dinner, which I didn't really want to go because I wanted to stay and hang out with my friends. So that's what I did. My mom let me, and it was a ton of fun. I sat on like the end board, and I was just sitting there holding on, and everyone was watching a movie and having fun. So then my friend's uncle, let's call him Greg. So Greg came in, and he said, hey, make sure you're being careful, like, because I was sitting. And right as soon as he left, I started to fall backwards. So I tended to hit my right arm onto the bedboard. So I broke my arm. So the next day, there was this boy on my bus, and he actually just lived down the road from me. So I was sitting on the bus, me and Jada were playing Truth or Dare, and I had picked a Dare. So Jada dared me to go up like I think he was like a little bit forward, like switch seats up there, and I had to kiss him. So I moved forward a couple seats, and I decided to literally just hop in a seat sit there for a minute and tell him what was going on. So at first, I just decided to put my finger, like, and touch his cheek or something. So, yeah. Jada, she said, nope, that's not good enough. So I actually, did my first kiss. So, yeah. It was pretty embarrassing, cause like the next stop was his, and I told my bus driver what had happened, and she wasn't like mad about it, but she wasn't like that great about it. So, yeah. So then when I got home, aka I went to my grandma's, and like it was like he had a long driveway from his house. So like he was outside waiting for me, doing some gardening, and we're talking about my grandpa's, just so you know. And I decided to walk up all like, cause I was kind of glad, cause he was my first crush, and I felt good about it. So I walked up to my grandpa and said, hey, what you doing? He's like, oh, nothing. What? Oh, I thought someone called me. And I'm like, are you? What? What? Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. What? Okay. Okay, real quick. I have to go check out my dog. So let's go. Come on, Joy. Do you have to go potty? Where's their leash, Mom? Oh. Come on, Zoe. Okay, so, I was so embarrassed, so I'll just tell you a little bit. Oh, plane, loud plane. So, I was kind of embarrassed because he's my first ever crush, and I actually kissed him. So, yeah. Oh, come on, Zoe. Oh, she's done. Sorry. Okay. Where's Zoe? Hey, come here. Come here. Zoe, come here. Zoe, come here.
How do you stop a fire, dude? Come on. That's not even
Guys, I'm trying to get her. It's not really going that well. Okay. There. Okay.
So you're telling all those firefighters they're busting their ass. Fires out.
I kissed her.
Did she go?
Yeah, sprint pee. Okay. So, yeah. Then, I walked up to my grandma, or my grandpa, I mean, and he said, what happened at school? And I'm like, oh, nothing. And he's like, so why are you smiling like that? I'm like, oh, no reason. And he's like, Lily, what's going on? And I'm like, okay, my friend Truth ordained me to kiss the boy I liked. And he's like, Lily, you didn't actually do it, did you? And I'm like, well, yeah. Because then she said she would, like, do something. I don't really remember. He's like, Lily. So he actually told my mom when she got Okay. So, oh gosh, why is it so bright? Okay, that's a little bit better. So, 2018, which is this year. So, I am in the 4th grade. And I had my 9th birthday and stuff. And this is probably going to be the best year, because it's very dramatic. And so, yeah. So this year, whoa, why is it so bright? There. So, this year, so I used to like. So, if you guys zoom back, remember Aiden? Last year in 1st grade, so we're going all the way back to 1st, I used to like him, okay? 1st grade, guys, I'm in 4th now. So that was 3 years ago. So, so I have this new friends, which I have Chloe, Emmy, somewhat, Brayden, and Chris. So I decided on the bus to tell Chris that I like Aiden, okay? So yeah. So then the next day at school, or like a week after school, Aiden he still likes to play soccer. And so yeah, Chris ran up to him one day and told him that I used to like him, okay? I was fine with that, because it was literally in 1st grade. Yeah, guys, until he came back. So he ran up to me, said, "You're welcome," and I had no idea, because I was actually hanging out with Chloe, Jada, and Emmy. So I'm like, "Thanks for what?" I didn't do anything. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I did something." And he's like, "I meant to say you're welcome." And I'm like, "What'd you do?" And he said, guys, that's what my eraser sounds like. Jeez, okay. I just broke it off. Okay, we're done worrying about that. So he's like, "Oh, well, I told Aiden that you liked him. Because, guys, he likes Chloe." So, anyways, yeah. And, sorry guys, I'm getting distracted. And so then, all of a sudden, I see Brayden coming back, okay? And I'm like, "Now what do you dumbos want?" And he's like, "Oh, did I mention that I also told Aiden that I want to marry him?" He said that I wanted to marry him. So then, a couple minutes later, as I was stressing out and I was on like the playground and stuff, as I am freaking out because I don't want Aiden. I don't like Aiden. Really just as a friend. And so that was really embarrassing for me. So, and Chris knows it. So, we were all like stressing out. My friends were stressing out for me. And they're all like, "Lily, it's gonna be alright. He knows you don't like him." Until, it's like, back there, it's like the soccer field. So, by the goalie, I see Aiden coming up to me. and Chris and Braden and a bunch of other people following. Like a ton of people, like Braden and Reed and all that. So I was nervous, like not even nervous, like petrified. So I was trying to hide from Aiden because I already know what he wanted to come and talk about. And so yeah. So Aiden finally, we got face to face, and I told him that I used to like him in the first grade. He actually didn't believe me, and he I don't know how to say it. Like, he didn't believe me, and he believed all of his best friends, which is pretty obvious. So, yeah. So, we got face to face, and I said, Aiden, I used to like you in first grade. And he didn't believe me, so. And so then, the next day, we were just sitting at lunch. I thought everything was okay until I seen Aiden. So we were all sitting next to each other. Here's me, Chloe, Emmy, Chris, and Braden. So we were all sitting next to each other, and at the next table, like across from us, there was Aiden, Drew, Braden, Reed, and some other people. So Chris, right here, decides to call Aiden, and Aiden looks straight at me. I look straight at him, and he starts calling out my name. I look away, laughing, also kind of wanting to cry, and like also on the other side of me was this really annoying girl named McKenna. So she was like, oh my gosh, Lily, you like Aiden? And I'm like, yeah, sure I do. I said, like, yeah, I used to in first grade. So she's like, oh. And like, oh. So now practically like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 350 people, the whole school knows that I like Aiden. So at the end of the day, my teacher makes us clean or like wipe down desks. So that's what I did. So I had a Clorox wipe, and I was talking to my friend Maddie. Okay, she's like, hey Lily, are you alright? And stuff, and I'm like, yeah, why would I be alright? And she's like, because I heard what happened at recess. And I'm like, oh yeah, that was just nothing. She's like, well, it sounded like something. I'm like, just never mind. And so, yeah. So, it was a Friday, and I was going to the football game that night, and usually I sit by Chris, and usually he sits by me. So he sat by me like usual, which after what he did to me, I didn't want him to sit by me. So yeah, I he's like, hey, do you want me to sit here? And I'm like, no, you can go. So I said, no, you can leave. Because I didn't want to talk to him. So he was sitting by me, and he's like, oh, well, there's no other seats open. Which, I seen the smile on his face, which, I seen a seat open, and he just didn't want to move. So I was so mad that like half the way home, I just stared out the window, thinking about why he would do that and how dumb I was for trusting him. So finally, like the rest of the half of the bus ride home, we started to talk and work things out. We had a lot of fun actually. He started hitting me and I punched him back. And when like friends are like that, he would just do that. So yeah, and for the rest of the night, I was actually okay with kind of what he did. I wasn't like perfectly okay with him, but I didn't mind it as much as I did. And I kept thinking why I got so mad, but I got over it pretty quickly. I thought I couldn't get it over with quickly, but I actually did. So, wow, this video has been 30 minutes. Okay, half an hour. So yeah. So we talked, we're okay now, and we're still friends. So yeah, that's pretty much my Draw My Life. Comment down below if you guys have, okay, so question of the day is, do you guys, have a complicated life or a pretty easy, normal life? Mine is definitely complicated. I think this video could go like an hour long. If I like put every little detail into this. But I know you guys don't want to hear me talk that long. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a big like, a subscribe, and share, and hit the bell so that way you guys can see my newest upload. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Newest uploaded videos. Love you guys. Bye.